Hey, it's Mac. Yes, back again. I know things look different to some of my old YouTube followers. Yeah, wow. What is that cross? What is that Bible? Yeah, Mac has been evolving. I've been evolving for especially the last 2 to 3 years in my Christianity. And I am bringing something just a little different, but still, it's all about holistic health, holistic living. I've been evolving in my faith, and I wanted to finally got to the point where I wanted to share my God-given talent with all of you, with Christians, with non-Christians, with anybody that want to learn about holistic living. And this is it. I'm advancing the kingdom of God. Uh, I had to put it with this talent because this is one of my more precious talents right now among the others. And I feel it is appropriate. And hopefully, my old followers and subscribers will stay with me because you will see this format. And it's still Mac, though. So let's get right into it. Today, I'm going to talk about food habits. We're going to be talking about the different habits that a lot of us have just from the food we eat. So let me pull up my PowerPoint and we're going to jump right in. All right, welcome, welcome. Hey, let's get right into it, y'all. Uh, do you eat to live or do you live to eat? That is the question today. Well, I can tell you for me, I live to eat. That is definitely my choice. I live to eat. And I have friends, a lot of friends that, man, they just, Mac, I can't wait, man, to get that juicy steak and that ribeye. And man, I'm gonna get that porterhouse. I can't wait to get into that. That's what they be talking about. Or man, I can't, them wings, them wings be tasting so good. Oh, all the different sauces. You can get barbecue sauce, you get garlic sauce, you get hot mustard sauce, you can get all those kind of wings. So which one are you? Do you eat to live or do you live to eat? And I know definitely I eat to live. And I think I messed that up. I definitely eat to live. Okay. What we're going to be talking about is philosophy of eating, food habits. We're going to get into learned behaviors, GMOs. We're going to talk about genetically modified organisms. Then I'm going to do my summary and open it up for questions and answers. Okay. Like I said, do you eat to live or do you live to eat? Let's talk about some food habits. You know, food habits of what we eat, they can be very hard to change. It's hard to break these different habits because we learned them over a period of time in our life. They were formed for a lot of us in our early life, okay, in the early days. I can remember some back when I was a young boy and young teenager, and I was sitting at the table, and my mother would tell me, "Don't get up till you finish eating all that food on that plate." Or what I really hated when I heard her say, "Make sure you eat those grits. Don't get up from that table until you eat those grits." Boy, did I not like grits. I do not like grits, and I still today don't like grits. Food can also arouse our feelings, yeah, emotions. It can make you sad, happy, pleasurable. It can make you uncomfortable. Food can give you power or sophistication. All of these different feelings and emotions, food has an impact on. You could tell a lot about a person just from the foods that they eat. I know growing up in the Black neighborhood, okay, the different Black businesses, they have an impact on us, the food industries, the restaurants. I remember the corner store I used to go to. We had a black family that owned the corner store growing up in Chicago, and it had an impact on me. And even the retail outlets, they have an impact on our habits and the way we feel and treat and eat food. Now, what about cultural habits? Who raised you? Like one of my famous comedians says, who raised you on that soul food? Okay. Do you have milk and eggs in your refrigerator when you were growing up? What about cornbread, chitlins, black eyed peas, neck bones, grits? And any of y'all familiar with this one? Souse meat. Yeah, I know those were just about all of the foods that I ate when I was growing up. And unfortunately, I got out of those habits. And maybe we can also help you all if you want to turn some of those habits around. All of that is cooked food. And for me, that cooked food does not serve my body well. I mean, I remember, those of you out there in New York, I'm sure a lot of y'all used to go to Sylvia's restaurant. Okay, Sylvia's had the best soul food on the East Coast than anywhere. I know you New Yorkers know about Sylvia's. And what about all those family gatherings, the large family gatherings during the holidays? Okay, who did not go and gather with their family on Thanksgiving? We all come together then, and Christmas, and probably a lot of other holidays too. So all of these play a part in the way what food we eat, how we eat the food, what kind of food we eat. They all are food habits that we have formed. The order in which we eat food, I remember hearing my mother say, make sure you eat all your veggies before you eat dessert. You can't have none of that dessert till you eat your veggies. Or have you heard this? Drink all your milk or drink all your juice, or make sure you eat those pancakes. No seconds until everything on your plate is gone. You cannot have any seconds till everything on that plate is gone. Y'all remember that? Environmentally too. Okay, the different businesses, like I said, Aunt Kizzy's. All of y'all out there in Los Angeles know about Aunt Kizzy's. Man, how big are those chicken wings they put on that plate? They almost fill up the whole plate, just two of them. Yeah, I went there. I was there before. That was back in my vegetarian days before I became vegan. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of other businesses out there that we have become accustomed to eating their food. What about Harold's Chicken? Okay, Chicago, y'all know about that South Side, Harold's Chicken, and Fat Burgers, another one from LA. Who's still eating them fat burgers out there? What about Dookie Chase? Okay, Louisiana, y'all know about some Dookie Chase restaurant. I know you do. Or maybe it's Jones Barbecue. All right. I mean, all of these different businesses just have an impact on us as far as food. And I mean, the holidays, okay, Christmas time, you might be going to get that duck or get that goose, okay, or maybe even a turkey. I mean, who don't have candy canes in their house on Christmas? Who don't have those cookies with the sprinkles, all the different colors? Those sprinkles is all over the cookies. Who don't have that during Christmas time? And what about Kwanzaa? Okay, we can't forget about Kwanzaa. What do you do on the 4th of July? Okay, are you out at the park? Do you always have to barbecue just because it's 4th of July? Okay, what do you do at New Year's Eve? Is that when you eat those chitlins? Okay. What else happens on New Year's Eve? Memorial Day? Yeah, okay. Are you out at the park? I know people are out there smoking and cooking the meat and doing all kinds of stuff. These are the different food habits that we have, but we're going to try to be aware of them first and then maybe take them to another level holistically. Now, what do you eat at a ball game? Okay. Is it a hot dog? Is it a kosher dog? Okay. Do you always have to have peanuts when you go to the movie theater? And what about popcorn there too, huh? What do you eat at the movie theater? Okay. When it's your birthday, do you have a birthday cake? What is a birthday without a birthday cake? Now, I know a lot of these foods you all know about and you all have eaten. And we're just trying to make you aware that these are food habits that are formed. And if you want to get into holistic living, just stick around. We'll help you and show you the way. Now, let's talk about religious customs. Okay, there are a lot of religious customs out there. If you're Jewish, more than likely, you know you are not eating no meat unless it's kosher. If it's not kosher, you're not eating it if you're Jewish. No pork and no rabbit. And the same with Muslims. No pork for them either. Buddhists, most Buddhists are vegetarian. And the Hare Krishna, most of them are lacto vegetarian. Now, I know these are some funny sounding names, but we're going to get into these in future videos and talk about vegetarianism and the different types. Lacto vegetarian, lacto ovo or ovo lacto, pescatarian, and all of that. Just stick around, y'all, and follow Mac because we will be talking about all those different types of vegetarianism. Now, what about Christians? What foods do y'all eat? All foods are acceptable for Christians according to the Bible. Okay. And we're going to get into that real quickly here, talking about the Old Testament and the New Testament. Now, foods are acceptable for Christians except during fasting. During fasting, everybody have their particular food. Sometimes they want to stop or not eat, and that's when we really are decisive on what we eat or don't eat as a Christian when you're fasting.